What's good, my fellow Transformers lovers? So as you can tell by the title of this video, I will be going through the 2026 Target exclusive Studio Series 86 movie anniversary capsule for the 40th anniversary of the film next year. I'm just going to go through this list and give you guys my thoughts on each release and character and what could be going on here, as always, here on the channel. So sit on back, grab a snack, and listen to me ramble. So first up here, let's go through the two deluxes that we have for this capsule line. So we have Deluxe Hound first up here. I'm excited to see what they're going to bring in for a new Hound. I think the last one we got was in that, I think it was the Autobot 5-pack in 2024. And that was basically just, if I'm not mistaken, a slight repaint or retool of the Siege mold, which was cool. It was alright for what it is, but I'm looking for something new at this point. I'm searching for something a bit different for G1 Hound, something a bit better looking and a bit more accurate to his design, possibly, from the original G1 cartoon. So hopefully this is it, but I gotta say, guys, I don't know if it will be it, because this is Hasbro we're talking about here. They like to drag things along. They like to re-release stuff and wait and make us wait longer to get the better stuff. So I think what this Hound might be is just a straight up re-release of that Autobot 5-pack version of the character from last year. I do not think he's going to be a new mold. I don't think he's going to be much of a retool from that mold in 2024. I just think he's just going to be a straight repack for the people who don't want to spend the extra money on the 5-pack, and for the people who either missed out on that release. So that's what I'm thinking, but obviously I'd love to be wrong. I really want to see Hasbro do a new Hound mold, especially for the 40th anniversary of the movie. But time will tell, I guess. And the second one here is Deluxe Prowl. Now this is kind of another tricky one, because we got the Dead Universe, or not Dead Universe, the dead version of Prowl for the 86 movie in that 2-pack, what was that, like 2 years ago. And, it is what it is. It kind of sold well. It was kind of a shelf warmer here and there, but they made that, and now we have this release for the 86 Prowl. I don't think it's going to be a dead version. It might be. I mean, that is a possibility that they want to do the dead releases as separate figures as well, to give people the chance to get them separately if they don't want to spend extra money on the 2-packs. That could be a possibility too. But, I mean, we haven't seen a straight-up reissue yet of the original Earthrise Prowl mold. I'm just throwing that out there, guys. That's what that could be. I think that's more likely, because, again, this is a capsule line. It's a Target exclusive line. So I don't think, because usually these sublines aren't given a lot of money for new molds, especially, and to a lesser extent, retools. So I don't know if this is going to be either a retool or a new mold. I kind of highly doubt it, again, considering this is a exclusive subline. But I'd love to be wrong. I would love to see a new Prowl that is not utilizing that outdated and kind of crappy nowadays Earthrise 2020 mold. I think they could do a lot better now, especially with the engineering we've been seeing the last few years with the 86 subline. So here's hoping that the Prowl, my highest want would be for him to be a completely brand new mold. But in reality, he's probably just going to be either in a quote-unquote, a live version of Prowl in the movie, or he's just going to be a single-carded release of the dead version they did a year or two ago. But I'd love to be wrong. Now, heading into Voyager class here, we have 3 Voyager class releases for the subline. So first one here, let's talk about the Voyager class Hot Rod. This is probably just going to be the one that we got in 2021, but re-released with probably the more cartoon accurate color scheme. I think JT Prime might have said something about this figure being that more, I think it's like magenta color scheme from the movie and the cartoon. I think JT Prime said that, but I could be wrong. But hopefully that's what it is, because that's like one of the main gripes people have with that Voyager Hot Rod release in 2021. So hopefully they fix that. Hopefully they don't take away some of his accessories like what they did with, I can't remember if it was the Velocitron hot rod that they were going to release but canceled, or if it was some other release of the 86 mold hot rod. But they were, regardless, they were planning on taking away accessories but charging the same price for this hot rod, like 3 years after the release of that 86 mold. So hopefully they don't do that, but with the price increases, the cost-cutting measures Hasbro's been doing the last couple of years, and just everything involved with the economy since 2021, I would not be surprised if this hot rod, unfortunately, comes with less accessories than his original release in 2021 did. It sounds ridiculous to say, considering how small of a Voyager he is, and just a few years ago they were charging $30 for a figure like that. But this is the reality we're living. This is America nowadays, unfortunately. But yeah, I don't see too much being changed with this figure. Probably a fixed color scheme, and look out for potentially less accessories than the 2021 release, but for a whopping $15 more. You're paying $43 or $45 for this guy next year, and the original release was like $32. So yeah, isn't that amazing? But the second Voyager class to talk about here is SCOURGE. This is a mold we have not seen in 2-3 years. It must be. So I'm kind of curious to see if there's going to be any improvements on this, if he's going to be retooled at all. I don't know if he will, but I would not be surprised if they maybe go back and fix the color scheme on him, if there's any thing that they need to fix. I'm not sure off the top of my head, but I'm curious to see what they're gonna do for this release of SCOURGE. It might just be a straight up reissue of that one from a few years ago. But if there's any little changes, I would not be surprised in the slightest. And the third and final Voyager class here for the subline, we have Starscream, which is already confirmed to obviously just be a repaint with possibly a new head sculpt for a new expression off of the newly revealed SS-86 Thundercracker mold at San Diego Comic-Con, and I'm really looking forward to this. That 86 Seeker mold looks like it's going to be one of the greatest chug Voyager class molds Hasbro has ever worked on. It just freaking sucks. You're going to have to pay almost $50, or basically $50 after tax and shipping, depending where you order from, to get something as good as that 86 Seeker mold. But really excited to see on how they handle the colors on this body mold and what the expression is going to be on the head sculpt. I'd assume it would be some like cynical smiling face. It really can be anything, maybe an angry face or something, I don't know. But really looking forward to that Starscream. Now getting into the leader class for this capsule, we have two. The first one I want to talk about here is a leader class Optimus Prime, which is obviously just going to be the Commander Class 86 mold from last year, but probably without some of his accessories, or maybe he comes with all the accessories, but he's missing the trailer. It really can go either way. I'm leaning more towards him coming with the accessories, but he's missing the trailer, because that seems to be like the main bulk of him being the $90 Commander Class price point. So I think he's going to be missing the trailer, and he might be battle damaged, similarly to how he looked in the Autobot City battle between him and Megatron. I think they're going to go that route, probably give him a new battle damage head sculpt and add some maybe battle damage actual sculpted details on the body and not just painted battle damage, which he's probably going to have that too, the painted battle damage, but hopefully he has more sculpted on him, and he has the head sculpt that we usually associate battle damage G1 Optimus with, the broken antenna piece, the messed up faceplate, stuff like that. So hopefully that would be pretty dope to see, but it could just be a clean release of Optimus just without the trailer. It really can go either way. And the second and final leader class of this capsule, we have leader class Megatron, and I think he's just going to be, I don't know, considering we just got Megatron like a month or two ago, released at the time of this recording, I don't know what they could do differently. Probably just do him as battle damage too. Like this is what I think makes it confirmed that this Optimus is going to be battle damaged. Is there's not really a whole lot you could do differently with the Megatron, and by the time this comes out, it'll be about a year since the original '86 Megatron figure came out. So I don't think it's just going to be a straight up reissue. I think they're going to give him something different. They're going to give him the battle damage paint sculpt and probably a new head sculpt with maybe him doing that weird sort of crazy smiling expression before he shoots Optimus or whatever. Maybe it is just a simple re-release of the plain old '86 Megatron mold. But I'd love to see a battle damage release. I think that would be something nice and different to give people the extra incentive to buy this. That's why I think it's most likely that that's what this Optimus and Megatron is going to be. And then we have a 3-pack of the Insecticons to close out this anniversary capsule line. And it's probably just going to be the Legacy Insecticons, but just re-released in this 3-pack here, because those were pretty hard to find in the Legacy trilogy not too long ago. So I would not be surprised if nothing's changed on them, but I wouldn't be surprised as well if they make some minor tweaks to the coloring and to the paint to potentially make them a bit more animation accurate. It really can go either way. But yeah, guys, let me know down in the comments below. How do y'all feel about the character picks for this 40th anniversary '86 movie subline coming out next year? Do you think they made the right choices? And how do you guys think they're going to handle these characters? And yeah, thank y'all for watching this video. I will catch y'all in the next one. Bye.